tucked away out there. So I've been collecting up, and I figured we might as well put it to good use. So we'll be doing some builds and stuff, as we have been playing over on the, on 104 on the PC. What's up? He says, this is the only one I've ever seen. We have Cheesy Gamer 101. What's up? We have Jerem Worf. He says, we got to put the M4 in a random 10 in the woods before the wipe. Says it's the only one I've ever seen. Yeah, no, hopefully the loot tables will be getting a little better for sure. I'm trying to make sure that my software doesn't freak out. Over here, it looks like I'm like on the yellow. Boo. Hopefully it stabilizes. So yeah, we got an early start today. I figure we might as well use all of our loot again and get things all situated. But as you can see, we're at the clock tower. If you didn't know, it keeps track of the in-game time. Did you know? And now the chimes are a bit off, that's for sure. Oh, speaking of which, there's one right there. Yeah! Oh my goodness, so I'm so ready for this. So yeah, did I say I'm Jade Monkey, part of the Boyfriend Squad? What's up? We're doing this thing. Okay, so the game plan today is we will be doing DayZ here. We'll be using up some of that loot. And then we'll be switching over to Star Citizen over on the PC, which is 3.6 is out to everybody. That has a game package, so that is awesome. It looks really stellar. There's a lot of cool stuff. I think we'll have a few members of the Boyfriend Squad rolling with us, so that should be a ton of fun. But yeah, let's roll into the, I guess the more announcement part of the stream here, why you guys are here. Yes, you are reading that correctly. It does say full incoming wipe for consoles, PlayStation 4 and Xbox. It is most likely going to be next week. If everything goes okay with the certification process, it will be pushed in next week for both of the systems as far as I know. Now, this is directly from the developers. I'm going to read this. I don't have the same overlay as I do on the PC, so I'm going to read it to you. This is on July 10th, and we're recording this on, what is this, the 20th? 20th of July? And we will be posting stuff later. But anyways, okay, so from the DayZ developers, they say, we will send both PlayStation 4 and Xbox versions of the upcoming 104 plus 103 patch, because they are combined, update into submission next week. And this was July 10th. So it's already in submission. Okay, let's see. And it says, then it all depends on the results of the review process. So far, everything is looking like we'll be able to release the update by the end of July. So this coming week, there will be a full wipe. Or no, that's for the submission process. Oh shoot, where's the part about the oh yeah, it was on the status report. Hang on. I'm reading this off my phone. Actually, I wish I had this on the screen so you guys could see it, but I'm just gonna read it verbatim. By the way, we do have a Discord. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up in the chat. Sorry, I switched setups, so I'm a little off. There we go. And in our DayZ chat, we have it there. Okay, let's see. Scrolling in there and checking it out. Okay, quick 104 update. This is from the developers on the website. And this pertains to PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. It says, we will carry out a complete server wipe and will introduce private servers. Yeah. Yeah, that's super exciting. I know we are going to be doing official first, but we will most definitely be doing a private server. So you better believe that's coming, so that's super exciting. I'm so glad I'm reading this because I kind of forgot about that. It says, also this update will address the current most troublesome issues in the game. Duping, thank you, server hopping, and frame rates. Now, I can speak to the server hopping and the frame rates. Now, again, the submissions, by the way, when these get submitted, these versions of the game, both PlayStation and Xbox will share the same version, which is cool. But we have been lucky enough to be playing 104 on the PC, and that is the version that did get submitted last week. So if you're interested in that, if you go to the DayZ Highlights playlist, it's going to be in the description below. I'm going to try to put it here in chat. Boop! DayZ Highlights playlist, we post there. Anything, actually in the last 2 weeks we've been posting a lot from 104, so we'll go over a lot of the server hopping, and how that's been mitigated. But anyway, so these versions will be submitted, so we've been lucky enough to feel out what's going on. So I should say, so expect a full wipe. And also, if duping ever gets really bad in the future, I think the private servers will help squelch that. Because as far as I understand it, duping is done by jumping around. I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, that's what I've gathered. So if that is the case, if we have private servers, problem solved. Anyways, that's worst case scenario, right? So let's focus on the positive here. So the changes that are coming through that we have experienced are the anti-server hopping, which is in play for 104. I should say 104 and 103, because it is the same thing. They did get combined. So what does that mean? Let me see if I have the right overlay here. Sorry, I switched setups here when I'm on. Yeah, that's not right, is it? Okay, here's the big map. Okay, so this is a very generalized map. If you've noticed, and I'll just give you a rough synopsis, I actually have a video on server hopping. I have 2 videos on server hopping, and we might be testing it again later. But anyways, for you guys on console, so if you look at the letter row and the number row, like left to right, up and down, pretty much all the spawns happen on the shoreline, right? So with this new anti-server hopping, if you are geared and you switch servers that you're on, you will go inland almost 1 complete square. Now there's different areas for it, and we cover some of those, but you're not going to spawn on the beach if you have gear and you jump servers. You will keep your gear and whatever you have on you, but you will not be on the shoreline. It'll group you in other locations, and that's just like a light overlay for that, but it gives you, so basically you can't gang up on freshies on the beach. And I guess it's okay. I don't mind it so much because I like making plays on people that are bigger than I am, because that's how you get paid, but it's good news. And here's the other thing. So if I'm in, and again, just a quick rundown, let me make sure I've got this right here. So let's say we're going to make a build here. So basically, okay, let me rewind. This is so exciting, right? So you know how you've got a base and you have things locked and some dude will just jump in on you? Let's say you've got this place locked up nice and tight, right? And it's all barricaded, and nobody can come in. Somebody would just jump to another server, switch their position, and then be inside this building and then jump back to the server you're on. It's called ghosting or server hopping. That will no longer exist, because if I were to do that right now here, I would end up at another location that's not here in town. And I cannot tell you how amazing that is. That seems very small, but from the exposure that we've had doing it, it is amazing. It is awesome on every sense of the word. It's going to change the way all of us play here on the console, so I cannot wait. It's going to be big news, man. Like it's going to change things. Like another reason why I want to go through and do some of the building here and showcase some locations to maybe get started from, because you can actually hold a position and keep it. Now, raiding is a thing now. They fixed a lot of the problems with building, and we'll go over some of that too, but it definitely changes so much about this game, and it's going to make building so much more worthwhile. So that's why we are doing what we're doing today, to burn all of our characters' loot as fast as we possibly can, because I guaranteed, like, the loot that we have on most of our characters now came from duped people, because you've seen us clap people up and down on the shoreline. We don't dupe. We're not about that game. But let's not kid ourselves. Anybody we've looted in the last month or so it's all duped gear. It's out of control. If you go anywhere like by Solnichi, which is what, A4, it's a zoo. There's tents everywhere. So what I decided to do was collect up a bunch of stuff and try to do some building the best I can with what we have left, and we'll see how good or bad it is. We'll see if I get clapped. I'm trying to do this early in the morning so I don't pay the ultimate price. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, full server wipe, full character wipe. Oh yeah, I should go over that too. So a full wipe means a character wipe and a board wipe. So if I were to bury something here and there were to be a character wipe, anything on my characters will all go back to 0. And then if there wasn't a board wipe, I could come back to this location on the server and my stash would be in the ground. But a full wipe means character wipe, and it also means, hey, no spamming in the chat, my dude. The update's not out. It should be next week. Last week, the update? Yeah, I wish. Yeah, we were hoping it was last week. So yeah, full wipe means character wipe and board wipe. Buildings, cars, stashes will all go back to 0. Characters, all back to 0. We will all start on the beach. Oh yeah, real quick. We also noticed that your starting materials that you start with, like a can of soda pop and food and a stone knife, a stone knife, you don't have a stone knife anymore. So you can't even like force a respawn on yourself to come back quick. Like, it changes so much about this game. So basically what it did was, from what we can gather, is it doesn't stop people from moving from server to server, which is cool, which is like what makes this game fun. But what it really does is it makes it so it's more of a decision and you have to deal with that jump. It's not putting an advantage on people to jump servers to do a raid on somebody or to get into a location that somebody has fortified. So yeah, it's very exciting. I cannot wait for the update. Like, I was hoping it was this week so bad, but it's got to be next week. Now, fingers crossed. That's if everything goes as planned. As far as we can tell, the build is very stable. As long as nothing catastrophic happened during the submission process, we should all be getting it next week. So, as you know, we play heavily on console, so we cannot wait, because this is our home, you know? So we cannot wait for that. And you best believe we'll be doing some super long duration streams around that. It's going to be great. So, yeah, it's going to be nuts. What's up? It says, can you guys tell me if the devs fixed the problem when you turn your character around and it would lag like crazy? I think so, yeah. From what we can tell, and again, we're playing on PC, so there is a hardware difference. And really, for those performance changes, to really, for us to feel them here on the consoles, we have to feel it on the hardware first. So, we'll be testing that. Any improvement in the lag department would be great. And let's be honest, the duping has really caused performance issues too, because there's way too much loot on the board that should be there. So for a lot of reasons, it's going to be good. It says, bruh, yeah? It says, and the new method to dupe, they don't patched? No, they did. As far as I know, all the duping methods have been patched. And as I said before, one of the upsides to having community servers is, if there's somehow it becomes a problem again, if we have those community servers, the private servers, we can just handle it ourselves as admins, which would be great. So it's a win-win. It's going to be great for all players on the console, and I cannot wait. We've been having a blast on the changes already, so be sure to check out the videos. DayZ Highlights playlist, I do post there daily. I will be posting a video there today. I meant to actually get one ready earlier today, but I was so anxious to get this. I wanted to do this as quickly as possible. So hopefully that covers a lot of the questions on the front end here, and we're going to be going in and hopefully using as many of these materials as possible, because none of this is going to be here after the update. It's going to be tight. Yeah. It says you should try a game called Scum. I have, and I do own it. This is